sits at 14.92 meters. All right, folks. 5,000 meters, 12 and a half laps around the track.
12 and a half laps of the track for the 5,000 for under 20 boys. Mark Dorica of Trinidad and Tobago, his countryman Tafari Waldron, Adida Parkinson, Guyana, McLean Sheriff, St. Martin, the Bahamian Christoph Saintus, Jake Brislane of Bermuda, his countryman Kazai Sealy, Zachary Hepburn, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Isaiah Jacob, Suriname, Andre Armstrong, Belize, Daniel Mars, Belize, Finn Armstrong, last year's 3,000 under 17 champion. He represents Barbados, and Augustine Blatchick of Martinique, the competitors for this 5,000 final for under 20 boys. Off they go. 12 and a half laps of the track. Had a thrilling race in Kingston last year, and we will be well served to have another one of that quality here in Nassau.
Waldron of TNT finishing last year in third place. Last year took 16:35 to get that bronze last year, and we'll be hoping to improve on that and move up the standings.
Finn Armstrong of Barbados won
16 minutes, 4 seconds.
The 3,000 for under 17 boys last year. The Vincentian Zachary Hepburn has gone out real quickly.
Fourth last year as well. So 2 returnees from last year's event. And Finn Armstrong, the winner of the 3,000 under 17, hoping to make a strong debut in the under 20 category.
1 minute and 8 seconds.
Hepburn taking things on.
All right, folks, let's make some noise as they pass us by. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Martinique, Guyana, the Bahamas, Bermuda.
Hepburn looking strong. Waldron in second, and a string of runners just behind Waldron. Early days yet, the 5,000, a test of speed and endurance and tactical smarts.
Let's encourage these young men, folks.
Zachary Hepburn of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the early leader in this 5,000 for under 20 boys. Record holder in the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Inter-Secondary Schools Championships in the 1,500 meters. A 4:17.03 performer there. In May of last year, he won the Friendship Games in Martinique in the 800 and 1,500 meters as well, and ran 16:44.35 to win the Vincentian CARIFTA trials. Has the early lead in the 5,000 final at the CARIFTA Games in the Bahamas.
Early pace, beginning to slow a little bit though. That 3:01.8 for the first kilometer. Waldron leads the pack. The lead was much bigger than it is now, and Waldron has leaded in the early leader with just a couple of steps.
8:68, Trinidad and Tobago.
Armstrong goes into third. Last year's under 17 3,000 meter champion. Running a line now because the pace telling on some of these guys already in the second kilometer. Just started that.
Waldron taking closer orders now.
And 5,000-meter run here, Serge Hepburn. He is the leader from St. Vincent.
5:42.
We have the
2022 bronze medalist, the highest returner from last year. And they're all strung out in single file. So the pace seems pretty nippy as Waldron takes over the lead from the Vincentian Hepburn.
Weather nice for distance running. I know that Caribbean heat, it's been cooler because of the afternoon rains. They've stayed away from heavy torrents, and now just a light sprinkle on the track you can see here in the puddles outside. But this is nice for the distance runners. They like it when it's cool. They can rev up without struggling too much with too much heat. Waldron in the lead and beginning, I think, to rev the pace up.
Hepburn hanging strong to this stage.
Waldron, Trinidad and Tobago, your leader.
Maybe not a bad idea to try and take the sting out of the rest of the field early, but now he must be strong with still a very long way to go in this 5,000 final for under 20 boys. Bohemian drawing closer as well. Saintos, Blasic from Martinique in that group behind the top two. Under 8 laps to run.
The second pack with Finn Armstrong have to make a decision. Do you stay there cruising and hope that the top two come back to you? And do you set after them gradually, build up your pace, and give yourself a chance to win? This is Waldron coming to the end of the second kilometer, looking comfortable and concentrated, and he comes to the top of the backstretch and starts to pull away. That second kilometer across now, 3:09 flat, a little slower, 4:18 the first kilo, this one 3:09 flat.
Sixth in the 1500 final on the opening day of competition here at the CARIFTA Games. Tafari Waldron, 4 minutes 10.26 in the 1500 meters, but this his favorite event without a doubt. And sensing that he can strike gold for Trinidad and Tobago to follow on Frederick's 200 on the 20 girls victory under 7 laps to go.
Started at the same place, but the distance far different. Waldron is a picture of concentration to me as he continues to pull away from the rest of the field.
Yes, and as we've seen with the other distance events, we saw some runners that knew their pace and they set their pace and they kept going the entire race, never really coming back to the pack. And so it is incumbent on all those persons running in that second group to decide how far they are going to let him go before they make their move.
Hepburn of St. Vincent and the Grenadines still in second position. But Waldron will clear here, dominating this race.
These colors distinctly Trinidad and Tobago, but that looks of it reminds me of the Kenyans. There are times when they do this, leave you early, slow down a bit, you catch up somewhat, then they surge again. That tactic can be proven very painful for those trying to catch up from far way back.
The two Bermudians, Jake Brislin and Kazai Seeley, moving into medal positions now. They are second and third with Hepburn, who burnt a lot in the first half of this race, now starting to feel the pinch.
Can't keep up. This is a confident performance by Waldron, away from the field, and his only concern is to maintain comfortably win the gold medal for a country steeped in sprint history. He's going in another direction. Looks like he's in charge here.
His performance so far reminds me of the performance by Myers last night in the 3,000 meters.
Definitely. The Belizean athlete going to the front in both the 1500 and the 3000, taking double gold, couldn't make it triple gold in the 800 meters. Waldron here with 5 laps to go, searching for his first gold medal at CARIFTA.
Third kilometer faster than the second, 306.7. Pace steady, starting to find runners to lap, and I think Tony, he's using them as time beacons. Gets to one, he steps forward and helps him to pick up the pace.
Yeah, it certainly does. When you're running a pace by yourself, there's no one in front of you to go off. As you start to move around that track and you see other competitors that are in range to lap, sometimes that helps in order to keep you moving forward.
We have Jamaica's Jaden Hibbett, the world junior record holder.
Has to maintain his discipline and his focus, even though no one is near to him, pushing him on. And again, the leg speed looks faster, looks more businesslike as the longer he goes. Ricardo, he seems to be accelerating now. That third kilometer faster than the second one, and he's comfortable, but growing into this run.
In this 5,000 meters, 4 laps to go.
4 laps to go for Tafari Waldron of Trinidad and Tobago. In the under-20 boys 5,000 meters open. Last year, a bronze medal for him in a terrific race in Kingston. He well back for most of it. This time around, right at the front. And just feels he needs to maintain to secure CARIFTA gold.
John Kuno in his head, keeping the rhythm for him.
That certainly helps as he approaches another athlete. That's a target as he moves along the track.
After they cross the line, 1,250 meters now, and they're closing in at that 1,200 meter mark. 3 laps to go.
Starting to lap a few athletes now. Tafari Waldron of Trinidad and Tobago. He has 3 laps to run. 1,200 meters to go in the 5,004 under-20 boys final. The 2 Bermudians in second and third, silver and bronze. But this gold medal has Trinidad and Tobago written all over it.
He's on the glory leg now, coming up to the end of 4,000 kilometers. Unbothered, has kept his discipline. 3:10.7, slowing down a bit, but the business here is to secure the gold medal after not getting it last year in Kingston. And here, I think he's got it, just has to keep on going.
And here he enters into this straightaway here. This is Tafari.
He was third last year.
Waldron of Trinidad and Tobago.
That's a memory fading into the past. The Bermudians hurrying together, but Waldron is in command.
With the 2 Bermudians, Jake Brislane and Kazai Seeley in second and third position. And their medal positions not under threat. At least not at this stage.
So it's going to come down to the kick.
CARIFTA record 14 and 34.
Between the 2 Bermudians.
34 set by Kemoy Campbell in 2010. And we can't forget about that, won't be challenged. But it's all about running for gold here for Tafari Waldron of Trinidad and Tobago, with the two Bermudians running right together.
When you hear times that are sub 15, the kilometers are sub 3. 5 times 3 is 15. This race slower than that. But this one not about time for Waldron. Bronze last year, doesn't want the bronze this year. Has done all the hard work, and now that hard work begins to pay off.
Waldron of Trinidad and Tobago steps up the pace as he starts the final lap of the under-20 boys 5,000 final. Sania Frederick has set the tempo for the Twin Island Republic on the final day of competition with 200 under-20 girls gold. And now Waldron steps positively down the backstretch like a man who knows that he has the gold medal won.
He can run for time on another day. This day is about winning the gold medal.
Under 200 meters to run. The Bermudians are well back. They will have silver and bronze. Waldron knows he's won it. Slows down ever so slightly. Takes in the moment. Looks to the crowd. Says yes. Cheer on my gold medal performance. Tafari Waldron gets the Trinidad and Tobago support going. Upgrades 2022 bronze to 2023 gold. The Bermudians get second and third, but it's Trinidad and Tobago's gold. It's Tafari Waldron's gold in Nassau, 15:33:38.
Last kilometer 3:05. He sauntered the last 200 meters, drinking in the glory proudly. With his flag flying like a cape, like a superhero, steps in front of the grandstand here in the Thomas A. Robinson. They salute him, not just the Trinidadians, but everyone watching a gold medal performance at 5,000 meters.
The beautiful thing about the Bahamas is that you can find so many nationalities. And so I think every country here can find their little section of supporters who come out to support their countries today.
Bermuda's silver and bronze. Fine team performance in the 5,000.
Tony, Hubert. We're making our way off the final curve and into the straightaway of CARIFTA50.
Drinking a moment like Waldron. Find your section in the grandstand.
Never thought you were that type of guy, Hubert. Thought you would be knees up, head forward.
Now, some moments are special. This is the 50th CARIFTA. Bahamas 50 years old. Waldron the champion.
When it goes to Grenada next year for the 51st time, they will be celebrating 50.
Brilliant.
That is brilliant.
So the theme continues 1 year on as Daniel Myers comes across the line for Belize. Still a number of competitors left in this 5,000. Well, just one now. Left in the 5,000.
When CARIFTA was in Kingston last year, Jamaica was celebrating 60.
14.51 meters for Ellis.
Sheriff of St. Martin finishing strong for his country.
18:32.1 for Sheriff. His endeavors complete.
Come on, let's clap. Come on, folks.
Let's head to trackside with Ronaldo Dorset.
Here with your 5,000-meter gold medalist, Tafari. Tell us the biggest difference between this year and last year. Last year was the bronze medal. You returned to win gold.
All right, so last year I was injured, so I was not my best. Understand? So that's why I wasn't really able to come back with the bronze, because I wasn't really fully fit. But now this year, no injuries, no problems. Was able to train through the year properly, so I get to execute how I wanted to execute this time.
And you're feeling right now to be able to come back and I guess vindicate yourself from last year to improve on that performance. What does it feel like to be the CARIFTA champion?
Feels really very good. A relief, because it was all the way since the day I came to it yesterday, last year. It was always playing in my mind, knowing that I could do better. So now I feel like I redeemed myself now. So it feels a really good feeling now.
A gold medal performance from Tafari Waldron of Trinidad and Tobago. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much. Tafari Waldron, 15 minutes 33.38, the 5,000 champion. Kazai Sealy of Bermuda, silver medalist, 15 minutes 37.56. And the bronze medalist, Jake Brislane, also of Bermuda, 15 minutes 45.84. CARIFTA 50 at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium in Nassau, Bahamas. More to come on our coverage.